Hi friends, so today we're going to focus on telling time. Now behind me, it talks about a digital and an analog clock, and we're going to go over that. If you're following along in your MyMath book, open up to pages 659 to 664 and let's get started. So a digital clock is what we see pretty much everywhere. It's just the numbers, and that's not too hard to read a clock when the numbers are already there for you. This would be 12:23. Now, usually you would see an AM or a PM behind it. So in this case, I wrote PM, 12:23 PM. That means it's in the afternoon. Now, an analog clock is when you see a clock that looks like this, with lots of numbers and two hands. Now, this is the tricky clock to read. So what I'm first going to teach you to do is how to make a clock. So follow along carefully, and if you need to pause the video, I recommend it. So watch carefully. You're going to want to start off with something round. In this case, I'm using a paper plate, but you can use whatever you want. Let me turn the lights on a little bit. Here we go. So now, I'm going to put the numbers on my clock. And to make sure that I keep everything even, you want to start off with the four main numbers. The 12, the 3, the 6, and the 9. So watch what I mean by that. Now, if you don't have a paper plate at home, you could use cardboard that you cut into a circle. You could use quite a few things. Be creative. So let's write our numbers. We're going to start with the 12, the very, very top. There's my 12. Right below it, I'm going to write my 6. And then, right in between on this side, I'm going to do my 3. And then straight across from that, I'm going to do my 9. When I do my numbers like this, it helps me make sure. Hi, honey bear. It makes me keep everything even, and that's really important when you're telling time. So once I have this done, now I can fill in my other numbers. So I would put a 1 and a 2 evenly spaced between my 12 and my 3. 1, 2. Now I'm going to put a 4 and a 5. And all the way till you get back to your 12. So this would be 7, 8. 10, 11. There you have it. All right. So once you have this part, something important that we're about to go over is when you count the minute hand, you count by 5s. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Don't worry, we'll go over that. So you're going to want to put 4 notches between each number. Now, it gets messy if you try to write the numbers over and over, so I just put little dots. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to do that all the way around. Let me show you what I mean. 4 notches between each number. I'll give you a minute to do that. There you go. Now, if you're still working, I recommend you pause the video. The next step you want is you want 2 colors of construction paper. I chose red and green. And it's important to use 2 colors so you kind of get in your head, one is the hour hand and one is the minute hand. So you're going to draw lines that look like this. You're creating an arrow, and then you're going to cut it out. One must be longer than the other. So there you go, my 2 lines. Now, if you don't have construction paper, color your paper 2 different colors. And then you cut it out. Here's a kind of tricky part. And you're gonna need something sharp and probably an adult friend. So here you have it. You have this, and you have these 2 pieces. Now, we need to poke a hole in the center so that we can make this go around in a circle. I'll be right back. So usually a good pen works on a nice hard surface. And you want it directly in the center, lined up with that 6 and the 12, the 9 and that 3. It doesn't need to be too big. See my hole? And then I could work it a little bit bigger depending on if I'm going to use a paper clip, a T-brad that you can kind of spread out. You decide. So let me show you my final product. Ta-da! Now, I used a paper clip, or a safety pin in this case. I couldn't find my paper clip. So there you have it. And now, I can hold this down, and I can move this one around, and I can move this one. And now you can practice with your own clock. Super helpful. So let's go back to our book. So it says, find the hour. The clock shows the time Eric got home from dance class. What time was it? So let's make our clock look like that. Their red hand, their hour hand, is just before that 6. There you go. And this one is just above that 9. All right, so now our clock matches the picture. The hour hand is the short hand. Which is the short hand? That's right, the hour hand. And it's past the 5, but not quite at that 6 yet. That means the hour is 5. And then we always put 2 dots between the hour and the minutes. So now we have to look very carefully at our minute hand. The longer hand is the minute hand. Which one's the longer hand? Did you say minute hand? Good job. Wonderful. Now, the minute hand, remember I told you, you count by 5s. And we start at the 12. So this is our 0. 5, 10. Are you counting with me? Let's start again. Don't forget to count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. But if we look at that picture, it's a little bit farther. And that's why I told you to make those little notches. Now we count by 1s. 46, 47. So our answer is 5, 47. Erica got home from dance class at 5 hours and 47 minutes. Not too bad. Let's try another one. All right, example 2. Jake's soccer practice ended, and what time is it? So it says the digits before the colon are the hour. So this is our colon. This is the hour. This is the minutes. So keep that in mind when you're writing your time. So we see 12:15 or 15 minutes past 12. But remember, the minutes always go in the back. So if it says 12:15, you're going to write it like this. 12:15. That's our hour. 15. There we have it. Jake's soccer practice ended at 12:15. Let's practice a few more. So let's go ahead and look at guided practice number 4. So I'm going to make my clock just like that one. So the hour hand is near the 10, just slightly past it. And the minute hand is just before that 6. So you got to be careful when you're dealing with paper. In the classroom, I like to use laminated so it doesn't break. All right, so I gotta move my pieces. There we go. So, we see that it's just past the 10, but is it at the 11 yet? Nope. So that means the hour is what? 10. Good job. So we're going to write 10 before our 2 dots. Let me erase this. Hope you're enjoying my daughter's music. 10. Now we count the minutes. And remember, you want to count by 5s all the way till you get to about where that minute hand is. And then if you have to switch to 1s, that's okay. So we look and we see that it's slightly past that 5, but not quite at that 6 yet. So we're going to start here. 0, count with me, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But it's in between that 5 and the 6, so it's not quite 30. Let's start counting by 1s. 26, 27, 28. Fantastic. So the answer is 10, our 2 dots, which is called the colon, 28. Good luck. Keep practicing and have fun making your clock. Enjoy.